Listen carefully, because what I am about to tell you is not a story of war. It is a story of paperwork. And in this galaxy, paperwork is far more terrifying. My name is Velkurin, Senior Intelligence Analyst of the Kaldrith Sovereignty. I have survived 3 system-wide wars. I have witnessed 2 planetary extinctions. I once sat through a diplomatic dinner with the Haraxian ambassador, and trust me, that alone qualifies as trauma. But nothing prepared me for humanity. You think warships are terrifying? Try sitting across a table from Ambassador Marcus Webb. Let me take you back 6 months. The Galactic Council did what historians will one day call the greatest miscalculation in recorded history. We invited humanity to join. The chamber on Nexus 9 was packed. The Thraxians brought military advisors because they bring military advisors to birthday parties. The Quillian Collective arrived with trade contracts ready. The Vrex came to complain about something, as usual. It was standard procedure. We had welcomed 47 species before. Then the airlock doors opened. Ambassador Marcus Webb stepped in. Grey hair, calm smile, expensive suit. Harmless. Behind him, Lisa Ortega, smiling like she knew something we didn't. James Park, quietly recording everything. Rachel Moss staring at her tablet like a predator studying prey. The greeting went smoothly. For 3 hours, everything was polite. Then Trade Minister Kix made his mistake. He slid the standard facilitation contract across the table. 20% of trade revenue for 50 years. Legal exploitation disguised as assistance. 47 species had signed before. Webb read it. He smiled. Creative. Rachel Moss said without looking up. Economic colonialism disguised as aid. Silence. Webb leaned forward. Minister, have you calculated what happens if one species renegotiates? How that might inspire others? The room shifted. Within 30 minutes, humanity had threatened 3 major power structures. The Quillian trade monopoly, the Thraxian security contract, the Vrex mining exploitation system. And they did it with smiles. By the end of the session, 3 trade deals under review. 2 defense contracts audited. Quillian stock dropped 15% in 4 hours. I confronted Webb afterward. Was that necessary? He adjusted his tie. We set expectations early. 6 months later, 17 species renegotiated contracts. Defense fleets competing at 40% lower cost. Mining profits redistributed. Monopolies broken. The galaxy didn't fear human soldiers. It began fearing their diplomats. And that was just the introduction. 3 weeks ago, the Zelvic Empire blockaded Terran colonies. They assumed humans would negotiate quietly. They were wrong. Earth sent a message. 72 hours to withdraw, or face diplomatic consequences of an unprecedented nature. The Zelvax laughed. I didn't. The deadline expires in 6 hours. Ambassador Webb just entered the chamber. He brought briefcases and cameras. This isn't a negotiation. This is an execution. The presentation began with a single slide. The Zelvac Empire, treaty violations, war crimes, and why they're about to have a very bad day. The Zelvac ambassador stood to protest. Webb didn't even look at him. Please sit. You'll want to be seated. Slide after slide. Illegal mining. Extinct species. Hidden complaints. Suppressed minorities. Financial fraud totaling 1.2 trillion credits. Security footage. Testimonies. Bank records. Classified archives hacked open. 3 hours. 3 hours of systematic dismantling broadcast live to 47 star systems. The chamber fell silent. Then Webb delivered the message. This isn't about the blockade. This is about precedent. He looked around the chamber. We investigated every single council member species. Underpilled there. We know where the bodies are buried. Absolute silence. Treat humanity fairly, and we will be your greatest ally. Test us, and we will dismantle your empire publicly. He closed the briefcase. Walked out. Within days, Zelvac withdrew, issued apology, paid restitution, lost trade status, began internal reforms. Within weeks, 3 more species voluntarily corrected corruption. Defense contracts lowered again, profit sharing increased galaxy-wide. Not because of morality, because of fear. Humanity does not conquer with fleets. They conquer with evidence, they weaponize truth, they audit empires to death, and they smile while doing it. I asked Webb later if he truly investigated everyone. Every single one, he said. And if they step out of line, he didn't smile. We bring the matches. Since then, galactic politics has been peaceful, transparent, efficient. Not because we evolved, because humanity is watching, always documenting, always ready. So remember this. In this galaxy, there are soldiers, there are politicians, there are traders, and then there are human diplomats. Fear the briefcase. Always fear the briefcase.